Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm GrandMcLegend, and today we are going to be having a look at the FV215B183, otherwise known as the Death Star. I've been thinking on what to do for more content recently, and I've just thought, why not do like, I don't know, a series where we have a look at the lowest win rate tanks and how you play them. So, yeah, of course the Death Star is going to be there. It is the first one on the list with, like, well, it's the lowest win rate tank in the tier 10, really. So, yeah, here is a video on how to play it, really. I am going to be going by how I play it sometimes, and, yeah. In the replays that I've done, I have used a gun rammer because, well, a couple of days ago, I did do a weird, a 1v1 in the Death Star. And I actually won somehow. So yeah, the Death Star. Tier 10 British tank destroyer. It's got the biggest damage in the game, hence known for its, yeah, it's nicknamed the Death Star. So, let's just go right into the stats. And, so yeah, the Death Star. So, just the standard, really. 1,988 points. Yeah. You have 132 armor on your turret and a 148 on your hull. Couldn't get me words out then. Apologies. But yeah, I do get a couple of lucky bounces in one of the games that I'm going to show you. I did get very lucky, actually. So yeah, do be sure to stay tuned for that. You're as soon as you shoot, you're going to get spotted immediately with 2% concealment upon firing while stationary. You do have 3,077 damage per minute, but I am running this with the rammer during these two battles, so we'll just swap to the calibrated shells. So yeah, calibrated shells, 2,862 damage per minute with a reload of 19.92 seconds. You need to make sure that you hit your enemies with this tank. I do a couple of misses myself, not gonna lie, because RNG really hated me when I was in the session of getting replays for the 183. So yeah, because like, you need to pen all your shots, because just think of it this way. Your one shot from your tank is 3 standard medium tank shots. Let's say, like, I don't know, an object 140. 3 shots from a 140 is equivalent to 1 Death Star shot. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Your average penetration, 315 on your AP, 242 on your HESH, and 88 on your HE. Just get that HESH out when you can, because it is absolutely beautiful. You can get it up to something like, what was it? 1,500 HP worth of damage. In a couple of updates ago, the regular HE was the same, so all you would do is just run like ammo like this without any without any HE at all. But yeah, recently you have been able to get a couple hundred more in. So, your average damage, 950 on your AP, 1,210 on your HESH, and 1,390 on your HE. You have 4.6 seconds aim time with a dispersion of 0.367. That is actually quite accurate for what it is, I'm not going to lie. I usually, if I made this tank, if I was to give it a dispersion, I'd give it something like over 0.4, because it is a Death Star. It has 950 alpha per shot. It's not supposed to be accurate. But yeah, and you have 5 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 38 kilometers an hour. So it is very slow, not going to lie. It is quite slow. You don't have that much gun depression, so you can't really go in like hilly terrain, etc, etc. Try and stay in like your towns and stuff like that. And you do get a couple of troll bounces, like I said, especially when you get people shooting the gun around the centre here, the centre of your turret, possibly on the sides of your turret if you're angling or whatever. So here we are on Faust, or Faust, however you want to call it, in the Death Star with our two mate Arctic Dragon here. And we go left, obviously, who would not go left? And yeah, so we're just going to see how this plays. We're going to show you how I like to play this tank. Now you can see that it does have an 18.5 second reload. That's because, well, what I told you earlier. I have reconfigured my ammo as well, because in one of the battles that I did run out of AP, and that cost us the game, unfortunately. It wasn't a special game, wasn't really much. But yeah, we're in the Death Star, and we are up against a 121B, 60TP, E100, another Death Star, a Grill, a Sheridan, and a VK90. Now, excuse my very bad driving. You will see that a lot. But yeah, the Sheridan's been spotted. I'm going to go straight here. And we are going to... I actually can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, we go right across here just to get with our E6 and our 2-mate. And we do try to go for the 121 here. But we cannot, because we have literally no gun depression whatsoever. So yeah, we have the Sheridan behind us, but he is ignoring me for some reason. I'm in a Death Star. You should have gone for me, to be honest. But yeah, we switched to the AP because if you hit the tracks, it does splash damage, which you've got to keep in mind. The best way to do the Hesh is probably waiting until the enemy shows you their side armor, not only their tracks. Like here, for example. We could have easily hit those tracks and we would only have done like 600 damage. But yeah, we do manage to clear the 121B. I think next we shoot the VK90 because, well, everyone else is not possible to be hit. We do try to aim through the tracks at the to the E100, but he's not doing anything, so we go for the VK90. So yeah. It's looking pretty good so far. It is a 7 versus 5. We're winning, which is good. And now I'm being obliterated by the Sheridan camping on the other side of the map. So yeah, looking alright so far. Yeah, we're half hit points, but yeah. So, we're going to stay here for a minute while we're going to see where everyone's going. I don't think we get any more shots over here. But you can see that I'm trying to pre-aim all the spots that I can so I can aim and hit the shots. Because you've got to remember that one shot from the Death Star is worth 3 medium tank shots. Or a tank with 300 damage. But yeah, here we decide to go for the Sheridan, as my 2-mate just said. And because he is alone, yes, the Death Star's over in the other side of the building there. But yeah, more terrible driving from me. I do need to retake my tank driving lessons. But yeah, the Sheridan is on top of this, this whatever it is, this warehouse thing, whatever it is. Everyone's on the other side of the map, so it is pretty easy for us to deal with this guy. We are going to clear him. I get a shot and then my 2-mate gets a shot. Nice roll there-ish. 1006. Not too bad, I suppose. But yeah, I am going to go for this Death Star next. I do load the Hesh. And I realise that he's only on 900 hit points, so we just go for the AP and we clear him. And I believe that is it for the rest of the game. So yeah. Not such a bad tank, if I'm honest. We do end on 3.7k, which is good enough. Only a class 3, but I think an ace on this thing is like 5,000-6,000 damage. I think it's 6. But yeah, if we have a look at this next replay, my 2-mate now is in the VK90, because why would you not want to go in the VK90? I'm in the Death Star, and we are going to go right side. This is a carry. This is a really good carry of a game. And, yeah. So, what have we got against us? We have a 50B, a Hori, a 263, a Sheridan, a Super Conqueror, a VK72, and a GFT. Not a bad lineup, if I'm honest, if they actually did their job. If they did what they were meant to, they could have easily won this. But we'll leave the ending for you to see. So we do make our way over to this bush. because, like, well, who doesn't go to this bush? Our 2-mate is right behind us, and he is going to come and side scrape in this position in a minute. But it's not about the VK90 today, it is about the amazing RNG that I got with this shot here. So yeah, I was not expecting that to pen whatsoever, because, well, obviously RNG loves me today. So yeah, 1000 damage already into the GFT, very good tank that guy is, so glad we shot him. Our 4202 is somehow already a one-shot, no idea how, very good play from him. Well done. And we do try to aim at the VK90, VK72, sorry, realises he's shot, and then we go for this 263 here. Now my RNG was alright enough to hit the GFT in its hatch, but for some reason it completely vanishes and I have no idea where that shot goes. So yeah, VK72 and the GFT and the Sheridan are all going to flank us in a minute, and we somehow survived that. I do try to go for the Ho-Re. I don't know why I did. Very silly decision from me. But we do go back to our 2-mate and our Ho-Re over here. VK72, half health. Sheridan is a one-shot and the GFT has just been killed, which is vital for the winning of this game. Now look at that hesh, 1300 damage into that VK72. Bye bye, go back to the garage, pick another tank, and yeah, just avoid your 183s when you can. So yeah, it is now a 4 versus 5. The Sheridan is a one-shot though. I fluffed up that shot massively, so yeah, that probably could have cost us the game if the Sheridan actually, well, played like a Sheridan. But yeah, we have the other side of the map. We have the Ho-Re shooting us, the 50B trying to shoot us, and the Super Conqueror trying to shoot us. So yeah, it's not looking good right now. 3 versus 5, and the Sheridan is now a one-shot. The 263 is also over here. The other 3 tanks are on the other side of the map, pretty healthy with their hit points. I think the Ho-Re's a one-shot, I think. Can't remember. But yeah, we are on 2.3k damage, 400 block damage from, I believe, the Super Conqueror. And yeah, this is where the carry begins. So I am going to go over to this area here to try and stick with my team or my teammates. Our Ho-Re is a one-shot, however, so he has got to be very careful. Someone is capping the base. It is, in fact, the Super Conqueror who is capping the base. And I have no idea why this 50B did not decide to shoot me. So, yeah, at least that was probably very close. That was very close. Turns out the Ho-Re is not a one-shot. He is almost full hit points. Well, he was. But, yeah, it's not looking good. 3 healthy tanks. And we have 3 tanks on our team. 1 is on a one-shot. We are on 1.3k. And we managed to one-shot that 50B for 1,300 damage. So do get that hesh out. That is a prime example of why. We have brought this down to a 3 versus 2. And yeah, we played very well as a team. Very well. So yeah, very good game. We do manage to clear the 263. 15 seconds left on the clock. And we do manage to get a HE shot onto the Super Conqueror to reset the cap. And yeah, that is it. A clutch in a 183, a VK90 and a Ho-Re against 5 other vehicles. So yeah, do let me know if you have the 183. Right, just a bit of advice though. Do not go up front in a 183. You have no traverse whatsoever. You need to just aim your shots. Because you do get those games and those people where they do not aim their shots and it costs the game. Hence why this tank has the lowest win rate in tier 10. So yeah, just don't be stupid in it. It is a tank that needs to be played right. People only really play this for the damage. That is not all it's about. It is very difficult to play this thing. You need to, you basically need to aim your shots, try and stay next to your teammates because you do need that support. Because, well, 1, you're a tank destroyer, 2, you have a whopping 18-second reload. And, yeah, do be sure to just get that headshot. It'll make me happy. So, yeah, I do hope you all enjoyed today's video. Do take heed of this advice to get better in the 183. Do let me know what you thought of the video. If you haven't joined my Discord server already, it'll be in the description down below. And you can also go to my Twitch channel, which is also in the link down below. You could also send me your replays of what you'd like to see, or, well, just replays altogether, actually. You can send me your replays to my email, which is also linked down below. And, yeah, that's all from me. I've been Grand McLegend. Do play well in the 183 after watching this video. I hope you get better in it, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.